Welcome to Shiny Professor Oak Day 6. We currently have a chain of Rattata, so we're going to go for Shiny Rattata, and let's hop right into it. Last time we got Pidgey. I think we also got something else. I think we got Weedle, too. Relax really is getting those steps in, but let's get started with the grind. Hopefully we get the Shiny Rattata super soon, so that we have the opportunity for a three-peat on the Shinies today. Thankfully, because we already have 250 chain with the Rattata, don't gotta bother with it. I don't remember how I set this up. I know that... How do I have it set up? I don't remember. It's been so long, because it's been like, what, a week and a half? Would have been not last Thursday, but the previous Thursday, so yeah. I'm out of practice. Let's see. Yeah, how to... What do I have my keyboard buttons at? Right, left, up, down. A is S. Oh, I think I have it set to F. The turbo. Subscribe. It is subscribe here in the flesh. What is it? No. No. Okay, this is the turbo A. I just had to figure out what what B is bound to, and we're set. Okay, B is bound to A. More chill this time? Okay. Whatever you want, bro. It's a Pokemon day, so it's gonna be a really chill stream. Of course, it's always hype when the shiny comes, but until then. I wonder if I can... I can't get in a input if I continue holding down the B button. I was gonna try to see if I could go for the big idle game thing. So, conversation topic, I guess, is I've been playing Pokemon Renegade Platinum. It's a ROM hack. Hey, Super X Silver, how you doing today? And I've gotten totally, like, absolutely obliterated by Rourke. They really cranked it up. He's got 6 Pokemon, and like 3 of his Pokemon have electric moves, and his Cranidos has Thunder Punch. So I got absolutely wrecked and had to do a bunch of grinding. I just hope that's not the case for every gym leader. Because even though there's a lot more options in Renegade Platinum before Rourke, I hope that the world being more opened up after the first gym will be much better. I'm really hoping for a sub 500 encounter on this one, but it's whatever the game wants, I guess. I will be really curious. I don't know if I'll ever truly be able to figure it out, just how much time having Snorlax here saves, since he has the second shortest cry in the game. Like, the battle just initiates so quickly. Hey, Super Rattata! Nice. Move this. Ooh, 2 Super Rattatas in a row. Can we go for 3? I think if we get 36 times 6. 36 times 6, I mean, that's still... I think if we got 7 Super Rattatas in a row, it would be the same odds, because we have a 1 in 371 right now. I believe when we don't have the Safari Zone National Park rerolls, it's a 1 in 232. And then when we don't have them, it's a 1 in 371. Is what we have right now, because Rattata's not found in those locations. Which is a big shame. Oh my god, I forgot the timer. I knew I was forgetting. I knew I was gonna forget something. Forgot the timer. Let's fix that real quick. What was our hours mark when I did this last time? Green bonds. This. Get rid of all this. this too. That, this, 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 this. That goes there. That's gone. Okay, great. That's all cleaned up from earlier. Let's see. The end of last time, we hit almost, looks like 23:37 hours. 23:37:00. And there we go. Alright. I want to make sure I don't have it set. Perfect. Hey, what up, Stashin? We had what a show we had this morning. Oh, are you talking about the... What is it? Oh, I accidentally soft reset. Didn't want to do that. Shiny Rat's still going to be Gym Rat? Why not? Might as well. If you're talking about the Sonic 3 trailer, then I guess I don't know. I didn't watch it. I hope that all the folks that were rambling, rambling? I think I combined two words there. Clamoring is what I was trying to say. All the people that were clamoring for a trailer, I hope it did them justice. And they're more excited for the movie now. There's a stream theme? If you're not referring to the trailer, then I'm not sure what you're talking about. Did Twitch do something or something? We're gonna go for the two-hand strat here with the keyboard. These Rattata. Do 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 do. Sonic PO6 is the category because I forgot to change it. Lol. Oops! Thank you, Catcraft, for letting me know. And welcome back. It's been a minute. This is what happens when you're an idiot like me. Are we? Oh no, that's 10-1-1. I thought that was 10-10-1 and I got really sad. Like, well. Sonic Movie 3 trailer? I have none. I haven't watched it. I did say yesterday that I was planning on watching it, but I don't know. I don't really want to. I don't care about spoilers. I mean, it's a trailer, so I imagine there won't really be any. Dude, a noob, what? You said prawn. Personally feel it's pretty good. Well, that's good. I am glad that a trailer did its job. Because what is a trailer supposed to do other than get you hyped for the movie? It'd be pretty disappointing if it were a bad trailer. Okay. Paps, you give me the same energy as Poop Man. Poop Man's got a funnier name. But enjoy your Gravity Falls. Taking shorts breaks even when I was playing PO6, so I'm not surprised. Bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. Anyway, if you like Generation 4, Renegade Platinum is a good It's a good game so far. I am only one badge in, so we'll see what continues. Cool. Why don't you express how you feel about it in a stream where spoilers are allowed? I think Pariah's live right now. I know he doesn't care about spoilers, so you could talk about it there. Just feel it would make more sense. I'm pretty sure he is. He's playing Super Mario Eclipse. 3 hundo. I would say we'd be over odds at 371, but we're actually going to be over odds at 421, I think is over odds because of the chaining. No. 521. Oh, I'm doing the math all wrong. Also, this is 1 DV off, which is very sad. No, it's actually 2 DVs off. Can't have a shiny with an 8 attack. That's a shame. Dude, what is 371 plus 250, and why can't my brain do it? 621, that's what it is. I had my hundreds place wrong, which is the most important. It kind of speaks volumes as to how good the Kanto battle theme is, the remix here in Pokemon Crystal, because I have reset it at this point, like 4,000 encounters in this challenge, and I don't get tired of it. Pretty sick. That was the wrong button. Still advanced text though. Bum 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 ba da bum 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 bum. Unsolicited shiny predict. Let's go. I've heard there aren't enough folks here yet at the beginning of the stream usually do a predict, so maybe if the numbers start going up. Hey, I was supposed to disable that today. I really told myself I was gonna disable that command after the stream yesterday, but I forgot. I think it's this one. No. The vid is no longer new. I accidentally canceled the feed sent. Shout out to Follow. Being a Pokemon compatible with Sweet Scent and Fly. Really got the dream team right now. Hey, Lima, good to see you, man. Not much, just pressing buttons. What about you? All these Rattata. It's so sad that we have a bunch of non-higher chance encounters right in a row. Because I was like, between Rock Smash and the National Park and Safari Zone, we're gonna have super good odds. So what are the things you have to do to become a man? Are we just boys forever? Remind me why I don't really buy games much? Interesting. I mean, I don't buy games a lot because I need money to survive, and most of my time is spent with my stream games. Like, if I'm lucky, I maybe have an hour a day where I'm playing games. Do. Hello, Reyes. Hope you're doing well today, man. How's the volume of the game, chat? When I make the shorts on this, I've noticed that the game volume is really loud in them. So I don't know if that's a recording thing or if that's a stream thing. The game volume is too low. Let me know. Wow, 1 point you teased me and then proceeded not to answer. Same with Stash Hand. No PO6. I play Pokemon on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Pyrock. Like focusing on providing for a woman rather than trying to have fun. I mean, that's a way to live. So is the 1 point that if you play video games, you don't get the ladies? I have not. I'm not upset about spoilers for movie 3, so if you want to talk about it, you can. But I do not plan on watching the trailer. I plan on watching the movie with Haley when it comes out. Oh. Up to you whether or not you want to talk about it. He put his huge tire. First, we're talking about Prawn. Xbox rather than paying bills. Hey, he's kind of got a point there, though. I won't spoil. I mean, you can spoil if you want. Would I rather have no spoilers? Yes. But I find it very unfeasible to say I don't want spoilers for the game or the movie. I don't physically think most of my audience could handle that. I already knew he was gonna be on a bike, so cool. He's giving it the old Sonic Riders treatment. Just trying to make it fair. I'm looking for that tan Rattata, man. Where's he or she at? Our last 2 shinies have been female? I believe the Pidgey is female. I knew the Weedle is female. Bum 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 ba-dum. Man, Arias is just is dropping it all, man. Oh, you said no spoilers? Here's everything. You said spoilers? I just had a good idea. What I should have done for today is change my skin to be the shadow sprite that someone made. But that's catering. It's a Pokemon day. It would also be very weird for the short. It is it is weird to me because I had this realization earlier today that the Sonic series is simultaneously like one of the most important and least important things in my life right now. Like, I genuinely do enjoy doing what I do and still enjoy the Sonic series, but there is like a massive majority of it that I just do not care about at all. Enough of it's just like fatigue of doing content on it every single day that has created that apathy toward it or not. True, J-Rocks, true. If you take Shiny Professor Oak's challenge and remove one word, it becomes a much easier challenge. In fact, we'd already be done with it. Played Sonic Advance 3 wrong? What better way is there than to have the chat tell me which teams to use? What do you mean? Nothing could go wrong there. And you're right, I didn't play Advance 3 the way developers intended. I should have played as Sonic and Tails. And then I would gotten Knuckles, and then played as Knuckles. Hello, young Stuffy. It can change at any point. I think I have a hard time with changing my viewpoint because I also don't want to care. Because I see what happens when you do. Legitimately hundreds of thousands of times over. Ah, true, Lima, true. Do-do-do-do-do. When it at least comes to the content that I make right now, like, my goal is to talk about stuff that I truly believe in, that I think are a fun experience, or doing something totally stupid like the Shiny Oak Challenge. One or two times at the least? Well, I may have not said this in the way that I actually think. Like, I still love Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and I still enjoy the characters. I'm just always towing the line. Bum 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 bum. Ace are advancing from Sonic 3? No, I still love 3 and K. In fact, after playing the Amy Galore mod, I actually went back and did another playthrough with Sonic. Because I love 3 and K so much. And I don't want to say this is like a totally 100% reason, but I also don't think it helps that I'm a good bit above the average age demographic. Yeah, Niv agrees. Tendency to play games to death? I mean, what you did when you were younger. Had a limited amount of games, just had to play what you played. Bias exists for everybody toward everything. That's why I talk about how subjectivity is the only thing that exists. The only way you can be objective about something if you say this is that. And you don't use an opinionated word like good or bad. Actually, I don't even know if that's right because now I'm thinking of a bunch of examples where that's not true. I liked what I was actually a long time ago in one of Pariah's streams, and someone said that objectivity is just highly agreed upon subjectivity. And I'm like, well, that's about right. I also remember, of all places, my AP, which is advanced placement for folks who don't know, a world history teacher said that it's impossible to not have bias. Yeah. I would be an AP student? What does that mean? I'm so smart. Legitimately, I think my school was just easy. Like, genuinely, where I grew up, it was just like an easy school. But then again, I also got like a 5 on my AP Calc test without even trying. I guess I just peaked in high school. And it's been downhill ever since. Mine was ahead of your grade level. I've been told multiple times that I'm mature beyond my years, but I've come to find out that that doesn't really mean shit. It's just some BS cliche. What's up, Zen? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. That is very good advice, J-Rox. I agree with your AP Calc teacher. What are his thoughts if it's your buddy's ex-wife? Struggling to stay awake? Is there a reason you need to be awake? Because if not, you can just nod off. Encounter 400! Coming up. I'm really hoping for under 500. Oh, you're still working? Okay, gotcha. We're gonna be going for about another 3 hours because it's a Bachelorette double feature this week. There was one yesterday and there's another one today. I'll be working more. I've almost got... So... For the roadmap for the main channel, I've got a highlight video. What am I up to right now on this? Exclamation mark oak. If you're wondering how many encounters I've done, you can see it right under my webcam. Now that sounds like a guy that teaches AP Calc. Oh, I'm not watching The Bachelor. I just want to give Haley unrefuted time. to watch it without me yapping at the computer. Anyway, so the tangent that I was going to go on was that there will potentially be a highlight video coming out fairly soon. I'm looking to get it done within the next week. And then there's a pretty big video that I've almost got the script complete on. I'm going to start working on it September 1st, like in full. That's going to be my main focus. And I'm very excited. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Not exactly fun in the way that the only Sonic video was. Not a challenge video. Well, I guess it sort of is. Technically. But I'll be very interested to see the reception of it. I am very excited. I've got some good bits planned for it. Bum ba dum ba dum. It's coming up, J-Rocks. My bit journal's up here. I do know now that I understand why companies, especially game companies. Oh! J-Rocks was incorrect. Granted, you had less than a 1% chance of being right, to be fair. I never understood why companies like withhold things to use it later. Because the script for the debug short, I had made that script, I think, 8 months ago. And now just finally made a video about it. Successfully loop skip. What is the loop skip of Crystal Clear? I'm really hoping for under 500. That gives us big chances. Because our next 2 mons, I need to check. Is there a poll open? There's a poll for MIS Snorlax. That's the raid. Manage prediction. Oh, there was. I don't know, maybe I did. I hope I did. That would have meant it was a good run. I did watch Mayonnaise's Kingdom Valley and Hamster's Aquatic Base. What's up, M-Stacks? Crystal sprites are really nice, but there are some cooler sprites of Silver that I wish that they used over the Pokemon Gold. Like, when you just look at the sprite base, it's very clear that Pokemon Gold was the base for Crystal and not Pokemon Silver. Oh, 100%. I would be shocked if it wasn't Violus. What is this? Hello, Jimmy. Doot. That was definitely a Violus predict. I think the back sprites, like Croconaw, looks very weird in Silver. At least from the back sprite. The front sprites, though, like, I much prefer Pikachu's Silver front sprite. Actually, I think Pikachu was completely redrawn for Crystal. Because I think Gold, its foot was up, or maybe I'm thinking of the Silver sprite. My back sprite does look weird. You're right. Got some haters on that short. That's literally the stupidest reason I've ever heard to not use a Pokemon. Like, okay, dude, enjoy looking at Fortress. I just assume that all those folks that have commented that on that short don't know what the back sprites are that I put on there. What's up, Amazon? Are your hype thrusters set to maximum? Doot 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 doot. Because I know you were there frame one, baby. Doo doo. Bum 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 I assume you need 50. Wait, what do you need 50k for? You already have a Chow, Lima Green. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. Beats, I saw your DM. Are you here or do I have to message you? Oh! Oh! Oh, I didn't even notice! 440, let's go, Shotty Rattata! He's so bleached. He needs to go to the beach and get a tan. Oh my goodness, that feels good. What are we, only 36 minutes into the stream? Right, how do I do this again? False swipe. There's gonna be a day where I accidentally kill one of these things and it's gonna be the worst thing in the world. Alright, let's grab level ball. Don't need friend ball for Rattata. Is it now? Let's go, we got our gym rat. Nice. Okay. Yes, you're shiny. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I'm so sad I missed the twinkle. Gym. Base. Rat. Nice. Level ball is overkill for Rattata, but it's what I have. I now have the infinite money glitch because of thief and stuff, so it doesn't really matter. What is this? Is this what, 18 shinies already? Yeah, damn. I have no idea how to spell Rattata. And then 18 Rattata part 2. Shove them in there. Oops, that is wrong. That would have been really bad if I deleted that. This, I can get rid of that. See? Just make sure I have Rattata captured. I do. Okay. Let us... It still counts, right? Right? See, that's some of the luck we need, man. That was under odds. So now our next hunt... Whoops. What did I do? Oh, I guess I activated Sweet Scent somehow. Where's the counter? There it is. Turn this back. Hero, and then our next hunt, I believe, is Spearow. Yep. The Golden Boy. The Golden Boy bird. There actually is a gift Spearow that you can get, but the gift Pokemon have higher odds, so. I'm pretty sure Spearow is only found in non... Oh, it's actually also found here. That's funny. Dang, no higher odds here. That's a shame. And then this is when Cosmic tells me that there are, like, higher odds if you dance around a tree 3 times and summon Ho-Oh. Is there any place... I mean, time doesn't really matter. I can always reset the clock. Oh. So one of these places that's 30. About 3. Okay, great. Gold, Soul, Silver speedrun. It's also used in the Crystal Clear speedrun. Whoops. It's used in the Crystal Clear speedrun because it gives you fly. Sorry. I know. I'm really I'm really begging for free shinies. Like, I mean, there's like, what, a total of... If I was able to get gym badges... Because I still wouldn't be able to do the unknown quest. Because unknown is only... unknown is only shiny in the I and V forms. 2 million Pokemon, yes. I don't actually know if Rattata's found on Route 3. Oh, it is. I'm gonna have to clear the chain then. Oh, that's disable. I want to clear it. Clear. I believe I found everybody. Alright. Let's do it! Oh, did I accidentally disable it? I think it just says that because it's at 0. Alright, time for the next one. Flamingo, Gym Rat, and then we're gonna need a name for Spearow. Oh, Ekans, you're up next, buddy. I am shocked that Ekans is not found via Rock Smash in this game. Like, don't rocks and snakes? Time to grind for the Angry Bird, it's true. Smelling an opportunity. Smelling an opportunity for a repeat on the shinies today. Yo, what up, Boston? Yo, good one. Do I just call it snake? But we don't know what a snake is. I love that. There's a new area in this game called the... I think it's Gullo Gorge. And in there is a cowboy that has a book that goes... Still trying to figure out what a snake is. It's really funny. Yeah, Spearow's also not found in a national park, but like Pidgey is, and I think Hoothoot is as well, which is kind of surprising. I figured Spearow would have been in those locations. I guess not. How you doing today, man? I guess they're a more predatory bird than your standard Pidgey. Other than that, I have no idea. I'm so happy we were done with that Rattata grind. I was very scared we were going to be on Rattata for a while after Squirtle went so poorly. But we got Rattata, Spearow, Ekans, and then I believe Pikachu is next. After that, we're gonna do something a little fun for Pikachu. Or, I guess possibly Pikachu. And then after Pikachu is nice, because we got the Nidorans, and the Nidorans I know can be found in the Safari Zone, so we're gonna have the extra rerolls. It might even be found via Rock Smash. Honestly. I'm just really clamoring because the only Pokemon we've gotten to do Rock Smash for are Staryu and Charmander. And just, ugh, that 1 in 100 makes me so happy. Well, sort of. I want to do most of the decks in order. Okay, well, I might as well just say it, is that if a Pokemon has a baby version, where it would normally be, I'll just look for the baby version. So when we get to Pikachu, we'll do Pichu. When we do Electabuzz, I'll do Elekid, and just kind of do it like that. I don't know if that's what I'm saying, J-Rox. I don't know. I do really miss the Pidgey grind because Pidgey having the shortest cry, like the encounters were just so fast. Well, we're gonna be doing the odd egg. As much as I would want specifically Pichu from the odd egg, I will take whatever shiny baby Pokemon comes from the odd egg. Doo-doo, doo-doo. And do I really want to do that? Because, Cosmic, you did say, right, that you can get the squirt bottle from one of your follower Pokemon via a random event. I mean, that Pokemon is so far away in the dex count that I could see, like, just followers spamming until I get the squirt bottle. I would imagine it has to be with a water type, though. I think we could do a prediction now. Let's do shiny before 250 encounters. There you go. Really? What is the encounter chance? What color will Spearow be? This is shiny Spearow right here. Yeah, the encounter thing has their shiny form. And I'm gonna do it to where I'm gonna collect all the Pokemon I need in Kanto, and then do one set of level grinding for evolutions, and then I'll do all the Johto Pokemon. Which means when we get to Johto, we're actually gonna have a lot less to do, especially because I'm gonna be grabbing the baby Pokemon of the Kanto Pokemon, so... Once we get to Chikorita, it's gonna be a downhill slide. Especially because I believe all 3 Johto starters can be found in the Safari Zone. At least Chikorita and Totodile can. I don't know about Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is probably Rock Smash, though, so that's easy as pie. It should be the exact same on PC as well. You're talking about Sudowoodo? Oh, right. Isn't that the one that's inverse, where if you use the squirt bottle on it, it, like, runs away or something? I mean, I'm down to static chain, because static chaining is faster than... Why is it like that again? Is it just a goofy thing? I don't remember. Yeah, but I guess that's the only way to get Sudowoodo without any gym badges. Other than squirt bottle secret encounter. Alright, see ya, Cosmic. Enjoy class. I'm somehow at 32 encounters, but have 4 returns left? That's not right. Because I have 32 PP on return. I'll reset the... Or I'll figure out what the count is after I reset. Bum 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 bum. I think somehow I'm 3 ahead. I don't know how that happened. Yeah, somehow I'm 3 ahead. I love it, J-Rock. Blind loyalty. A streamer's greatest asset, truly. If I say anything and you just believe me, then we'll have a great relationship. Alright, this should be Spearow number 34. And then this is Spearow number 35 right here, so I can start counting again after this. Yeah, I haven't checked on the shorts today. How are they doing? The main shorts I made. Wow, the view percentage on the best Super Stage short is really low. 65%. Normally my shorts have like 100 to 100+% on the watch percentage, so I'm kind of surprised by that. I don't know why, for whatever reason, like a bunch of my shorts just started going vertical on the curve. I'm very happy about it. But it's kind of funny considering these shorts are like 8 months old at this point. I guess that's the beauty of life. I guess you never know what'll happen, what resonates with people when. It kind of reminds me of that. There was this video that someone made where it was like Ocarina of Time soundtrack if it was a progressive rock album. And it blew up like 8 years later. Which is crazy. Maybe the Ultimate Grind supercut will blow up 8 years later, who knows? Damn, no stream today? Wait, did it not? Yeah, I went live. Wait. Why did Carlbot not go live? That's strange. Well, that counts as an encounter, but I messed up the chain. Whoops. I don't even know. It's, so broken. I just won't count that as an encounter. Yep. Seems good. Carlbot didn't send the ping. I was confused what Bolt meant when he said no stream today when I'm literally sitting here live. I think that might be the second time that Carlbot didn't notify. Very weird. How you guys doing? What's up, Doc? What's up, Dasami? Well, you guys missed Shiny Rattata, which is a big sad. We got it like 30 minutes into the stream. That's okay, that's okay. That's what the VOD is for. That's what the VOD was for. You can see it right here. Below the right corner of the webcam. So no mod view? Wow. How rude of Twitch. Do 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 do. Yeah, I don't think I've heard a single good thing about the Twitch mobile update. I could not tell you the last time I was on Twitch mobile, so I have no idea what it's like, but doesn't sound good. Bum, bum, bum. That was Spiro number 50. This is Spiro 51. Last minute votes for the predict. Don't forget to go all in. There are actually more believers than there are doubters, which is kind of funny, considering the odds. Ba da na na na. Bum 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 bum. I think I may have double tapped that encounter. I don't know. Find out. Do 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 do. It's very true. I am once again asking for your financial support. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Oh, did we get a Super Saiyan? What's up, Joss? How you doing, man? Is that 6 Super Saiyan Snorlaxes? The DS are putting in work there. Bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum bum. Shiny Spearow could be Hubert. I guess Spearow is the closest thing we have to an Eagle Pokemon, at least in Generation 2. Of the Pokemon I know, I can't think of any Mon that's... I guess Braviary. Maybe, from Generation 5. I think I'm at 64, yeah, not 66. Counts off! Recount! You get Skarmory? Yeah, I guess Skarmory could work. Hey, Nayland, how you doing, man? Bum 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 bum. Oh, I need to stop. So we're gonna be on Spearow 69 for the next 3 encounters. That's pretty hype. I'm really not liking the averages of 2 shinies a day. We just need a god day where I get like 5 of them. Without hacking. It seems like a lot now, but it's kind of interesting that we're going to be doing a lot of the longer encounters at the beginning here. Because especially when we get near the end, we're going to be doing a lot of static encounter chaining and such. It's just these initial mons that aren't in the national park or safari zone that we kind of just have to deal with our full odds. I mean, here I am sitting complaining about a 1 in 371 for a shiny Pokemon. But when I can get as good as 1 in 100. Can't use PK Hex with this game. Alright. It actually completely destroys it. Like, it just breaks the shit out of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's, like, not due to, like, the creator not wanting you to mess with stuff, but more so because you can inject a starter. Like, you can inject whatever starter you want. It can be any Pokemon with any, stats with illegal moves and stuff. So PK Hex doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess if you want more than one of the Pokemon, I suppose. But if you wanted to go all out with the illegal mons, you could just make 2 save files and then just trade. Because I think you can trade just by opening up 2 DGB emulators and they read. Trade with each other. Not sure on that, though. If only it didn't take so long to build the chain. It's just because these aren't static encounters is a big part why this takes so long. Aw, man. That's 1 DV off right there. I'd say that happens at least once or twice with every shiny encounter. We get one with 1 DV off. That would have been so sick. That would have been our best non-heated shiny. Or non-guaranteed shiny. There's Magikarp and Doug are still at the top for that. I just need every Pokemon to be like Snorlax was. Where it would just automatically start the encounter and I just press the reset button.
Nice.
I am running out of things to say. Have some more money, Stelmo 2 love.
Teal, thank you so much for resubscribing for 25 months, my man. I really appreciate that. Enjoyed that Rainbow Gem once again and all those emotes that go along with it. And thank you so much for supporting the stream for so long, dude. In that Hall of Fame for a reason. Goes the shiny hunting, goes pretty good. We got shiny Rattata in 440 encounters, which is nice. We started at 250 at the beginning of today. So in terms of this session, it was like 190-ish encounters. Or I can math. No, yeah, that's right. Yeah. And currently we're going for Spearow. We've had this long drought from... Pidgey was National Park, but Rattata to Ekans is all full odds. If I was doing a 1 in 8,192 ARC, I would need to go to a mental asylum. There are many organic ways that Crystal Clear introduces increasing the shiny odds. With all the methods that I have stacked, when we defeat 250 of a specific type of Pokemon, at maximum, our shiny chance is 1 in 371. Yo, that's awesome, man. It's crazy how ingrained finding natural shinies is into your brain. Because I still remember my very first shiny ever was a shiny B-Barrel that I found in Pokemon Diamond, and I had no idea what a shiny Pokemon was or why it, like, twinkled when I encountered it. Because I was just looking for a B-Barrel to use as an HM friend. And then I found 2 shinies in Pokemon Emerald. I found a shiny Oddish and a shiny Magikarp. Which shiny Magikarp's like the saddest one to find. But still very cool overall. Gotta love holding on to those memories. I would bet a lot of people's first shinies were shiny Gyarados. I was a Deerling. Deerling is awesome. I love Deerling. Welcome back, Cosmic. Hope class was good. Has it really been like 40 minutes or so since you left? In my high school, we had a system where you would have standard classes and blocked classes, and the standard classes were 45 minutes long, and the blocked classes were 90s. Oh, no, 3. Oh, I see. Yo, that's awesome, dude. Ah, I see. Mudkip and Ultra Sun, that's awesome. But, I always liked the standard classes better, because, man, 90 minutes of the same subject, it was rough. But it did this thing where it's like on Mondays, all of our classes were standard classes, and then on Tuesday, you would have your A block classes, Wednesday you'd have your B block classes, and then Thursday would be A block again, and Friday would be B block. But I literally did whatever I could to make it to where every class I had was standard. Hey, Spearow98, the lucky one. The not so lucky one. I don't actually know if this is Spearow98. If I don't get the +1 reroll on Spearow 100, then I know I'm off somewhere. Alright, see you, J-Rocks. I'm going to be live for about another hour and a half. Actually, more like an hour or 45, so... yeah, hope to see you again. Oh, I was actually 1 behind. This is Spearow 101. Next is Shiny. Yikes. Time to rip that rainbow gem away from you. Get my hopes up like that. Currently, our best shiny was Caterpie and 144 encounters, I believe. Caterpie also had a 1 in 232 chance, whereas Spearow here, when we max out the chaining, So when we defeat 250 of them, it's going to have a 1 in 371. But actually, when we got Shiny Caterpie, the odds were like 1 in 500 something. Do, 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 do. It is really a shame that every Pokemon has to be shiny, because I would have just gotten a regular Snorlax. That's definitely something I could calculate, is just figure out how many encounters over the game I did, and then figure out how long the shiny animation is and see how much time it lost. I'll be very excited to see the final number of the encounter amount for every Pokemon. It'll be approximate, of course, because I've encountered ponds outside of actually hunting for the shiny, but... I'm using Sweet Scent with Butterfree. Yes, what's up, Volt? Apologies for that. Carlbot did not do their job and post the Discord link. Very weird. I guess he just didn't want me to stream today. He said, it's a Pokemon day. People don't need to know. Hydrate, that goes for everyone. We're playing Pokemon Crystal Clear. It is a ROM hack for Pokemon Crystal by Shock Slayer and a whole bunch of other people that makes an open world Gen 2 experience. And if you like Pokemon, specifically if you like Pokemon Generation 4 or prior, you're gonna love Crystal Clear. It is so fun. It's one of my favorite games ever. I'm gonna reset the gum. Yes. As far as I know, the shiny is transferable. I think you might have to get the game on the 3DS, though. I'm not familiar with that. Okay. I will say that I'm extremely new to Pokemon ROM hacks, and I do very surface level ROM hacks. So I guess Crystal Clear isn't exactly surface level, but the only other ROM hack I've played is Pokemon Renegade Platinum, and I'm currently only one badge in right now. Or sorry, technically it's following Renegade Platinum. It combines the following Platinum and Renegade Platinum together. Which is really awesome. Cosmic 69 rings? Wait, how'd you do that? You didn't win the predict. Isn't Run and Bun like that just insanely difficult, like harder than Kaizo Ironmon? Pokemon game? There hasn't been a predict this stream. An emulator Emerald? Oh, you mean just Emerald on emulator. So is it like 200 pages of documentation, like of just changes? So it's way more difficult than Kaizo Ironmon is what I'm hearing. Hey, Eric. Nice to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Likely, gotcha. Is Pokerogue still huge? Because I know it was crazy trendy for a while. Gato, the only thing I know is that you can. I do not know how. Because I've seen it done and I've seen the developer do it. But I don't know how specifically to do it. That it seemed to work? Nice. Well, hello. Alright, our count is right. We're halfway through building the chain, and then the encounters come much faster afterward. Five gens, 7 deaths. I would assume that's good. My number right now? See it right above exclamation mark Oak. I only own shiny Pokemon. So it's not an inflated number or anything. Correct. Oh, critical hit. That's just rude. Oh, Sweet Scent again. There are 251 total Pokemon, but I believe I only have to capture 135 shinies. Because I can just evolve for the rest. Because it's a shiny Professor Oak, it's not a shiny Living Dex. Someone actually, in the Crystal Clear Discord, just completed their shiny Living Dex. I have no idea how long it took them. Yeah, it's all good. I definitely optimize my UI elements for PC and not for mobile. I would say mainly for tablet. Like, my preview window, I can clearly read everything, but it's kind of like an iPad size. I'm pretty sure you can pinch the screen to zoom in on mobile, though. I don't know if that's just YouTube or if Twitch can do it. I think I've said that before, but I don't know the answer. Oh, if you're just watching in portrait mode or chat as well, that's fair. Super Spiro. Yeah, I can say I definitely do not optimize my layouts for for portrait mode Twitch mobile app. Everything would have to be very big for that to be the case. Is that Pidgey doing the gritty? Oh my god. Bruh. Like, you can zoom in portrait mode? Interesting. Massive honking hands. Looking like Wreck-It Ralph over there. The like the foldable smartphones look crazy to me. Oh, this Spearow got in a quick attack. Wow. Too bad I can't give Snorlax extreme speed. I would love that to be incredibly broken, though. That's more expensive. Like, do you have to be a tier 2 or tier 3 sub for that? That would make sense. Tier 2? Wow, I've never heard of any streamer optimizing for tier 2 sub. I appreciate all my tier 2 subs, but I wonder why. Because I personally think that only tier 1 is worth it. I will never say to get a tier 2 or tier 3 sub. Unless you really want that silver or golden bonzo. Bum 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 bum. Maybe for a Twitch partner, it might be. For me, I only give one static emote. Bum 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 bum. Yep. As long as I've had a phone, it's always been an Apple phone. I don't think I'd have any problem switching to Android. I just don't really need the freedom or customization that Android offers. Like, I'm totally fine just using an iPhone. I was an Apple slut for a second there, though. Like, in college, I had a MacBook, AirPods, Apple Watch. I still use my Apple Watch, AirPods, and phone, obviously. I do not use my... this is also Encounter 151. I barely use my MacBook for anything anymore, though. It was a wasted purchase, but thankfully my parents made that purchase and not me. What's up, Mirage? Never liked iPhone, so that's fine. My favorite part about Apple versus iPhone, at least when I was in high school, and even still to this day whenever I see my high school friend group, it's always the Android people yelling at the Apple people that they suck and they need to get an Android, and then all the Apple people are like, whatever. Good. It just seems that Android people have a very big inferiority complex. I did play Dream Team. I never uploaded a VOD of it, though, because it was on the MacBook, and my MacBook's, like, 5 years old, so it was terrible. Hey, what up, Malik? How's it going, man? Oh no, in Android you have the green bubbles. What an incredible marketing move, though. Making it to where you could only have, like, the good texting, like iMessage. And breaked itself? What? That is definitely a bad experience. Yeah, FaceTime is alright. When I was in college, I used FaceTime all the time. It's just for whatever reason how we communicated with each other. Like, as a fraternity, we just used FaceTime. I don't know why. Like, if you look at my FaceTime history, it's like 15-second calls with a whole bunch of different dudes. I did have the original iPod Touch. I had the iPod Nano as well. You mean like zoom in on photos, Eric? I mean, I guess that's cool. Why would you need to zoom in? Oh, no, PP left. Dropped it while in nature? That's fair. Soft reset. Are you supposed to... Wait, what? Snorlax is a normal type. Or is he your type? Hey, hey. That checks out. A normal type Pokemon, they're generally statistically stronger Pokemon that learn lots of different types of moves. However, the normal type is not good against anything. It does have an immunity to ghost type, though. Normal types are generally pretty good Pokemon. Oh, you meant with FaceTime. I see. About Shadow Internet Wildin'? I mean, with how many people were asking about or clamoring for the Shadow trailer, it doesn't surprise me. But also, what's up, Beats? Is it any colder for you yet, or is it still hot as fuck? Also, I saw your DM, and... I mean, I like going in blind to stuff, because whenever I've gone in blind to a video game or a movie, I've always enjoyed it a lot more. So... I also don't get my hopes up with expectations because of... like speculation and stuff too. So it's just nice. Still hot as fuck. Rip, dude. Yeah, Super Mario Eclipse. I've looked at it. I don't know if I'll stream it or not. I would like to stream some more official games. I've always been very deep in the fan game scene. Even though I say that in this Friday, I'm probably streaming Free Riders. No connect patch. We'll see, though. Maybe I'll do something else. Mainstream games? Do you mean like a mainstream game or a... like what my mainstream games are, because it's PO6 and Pokémon Crystal Clear at the moment. Uh-oh, he's spiraling. I don't care anymore. Eats Tower is a wild game. No. I mean, I do already know about it. But that doesn't surprise me. Like other ones I'd stream? I mean, it really depends on what I'm feeling. Right now, this and PO6 are taking up all my time. Whatever people want to watch, I guess. We did have some musings about, like, Borderlands 2 multiplayer. No, I mean, I meant, like, spoiler-wise. Yeah. The only thing that worries me is that... I mean, I guess PO6 is gonna have a really long development cycle, especially now. Longer than it was gonna be anyway. But I would be kind of worried about adding... like, Sonic Shadow Gens Kingdom Valley to PO6. Because, like, it's a really new game. Echo! I recommend joining the Discord. Where notifications... where you get a notification 99% of the time. I say that because today... Yeah, but is that a good idea? Because that's like a fresh game. It didn't show up today, but I posted it in Twitch Shills. I posted it like 40 minutes ago. Regardless, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Borderlands 2. I do want to do StarCraft 2 at some point. Dude, the last release is gonna be toeing the line, man. It's so good. Halo Reach? I've never played the Halo Reach campaign. Oh, this is one DV off. I'll probably do Mass Recall since I never experienced it for myself, because I'm playing through the StarCraft 2 campaigns again and just cheating to skip the no-build missions. I don't know about voice chat. But if you want to be in chat, that'd be great. I'm doing good. Oh yeah, 100%. Hey! Spiro number 184! Which... funnily enough, does not beat Caterpie. Caterpie was fun 44, but let's go! Shout out to the believers! Again, Spiro, look at that golden bird. He looks so great. Or she looks so great. This is our... Rattata was male. I think Rattata was male. Alright, let's throw this level ball at Spiro. Dude, we could get the 3-peat today. That's so exciting. Let me pay out the predicts real quick. Yep. 184 encounters. That's hype. Exclamation mark Oak Echo. Will tell you what I'm doing. Oh god, what were we gonna name Spiro? I forgot. Hubert. That's right. Hubert. After the emote. Hubert. Let's go. We got another full party. Now this is the kind of shiny luck I'm talking about. Right. One. Oh. Wait. Okay. I just need this one. Spiro. Mr. Oak. Have everything I do. What's our Rattata? Is our Rattata male or female? Rattata is male. Nice. Yeah, Chaos has already spoiled it on stream. I think you were there when he was talking about it. Why did I do this to myself? It's been super fun. It's been nice too. I won't be that mean. I am incredibly grateful for everyone who decides to take some time out of their day to enjoy the stream. And speaking of that, shout out to the lurkers who are hanging out with us today. Appreciate you having me as part of your daily activities. And I hope you've been enjoying the shiny Professor Oak today. That's huge. Can we go for the three-peat? I have faith. Next one should be Ekans. I think Pikachu is next, yeah. So Ekans is... Is there any rock smashes for Ekans? There's Tree. Free. Come on. Really? No rock smash? That is so lame. Alright, well, we'll go to the new area, Gerudo Gorge, just because 50% encounter rate for Ekans, so... Makes sense. Gerudo Gorge is next to Vermilion City. Yep, correct. We will get all 16 gym badges and beat the game. You only need 8 gym badges to quote-unquote beat the game, but... Thanks for the good luck, Rev. We actually just got a shiny Spearow. Now we're going for shiny Ekans. Let me... I should have done this before I walked into the grass, because this could have been a shiny. Where is Ekans? There's Ekans. Reset the counter back to 0. Come on, the triple shiny. Shiny gods, be in our favor. Alright, just to make this smooth, I'm going to go heal real quick. Yeah, the Kanto battle theme is really good. And then once we get shiny Ekans, we actually get to do something a little different for Pikachu. Cosmic, are you here? I don't know if Cosmic's here or not. Oops. Oh, I accidentally didn't want to fly. Reset. Reset the whole challenge. It's over. Okay, sweet scent. Alright, Ekans time. Let's do this. I can also do that. Go. Dude, that was good. Getting a fast shiny like that. We hadn't gotten a fast shiny since Caterpie, which was actually not that many mons ago. Felt like it, though. With how many encounters are in between these shinies. Oh, we also need a new predict. Shiny before 250. Vote in the prediction. Vote in the prediction. This is Ekans number 6. Has counted 1. Vote in the prediction. Vote in the prediction. Doo-doo, doo-doo. Favorite Pokemon game? Pokemon Black and White 2. Crystal Clear is pretty close, though. Our Gold and Soul Silver used to be my favorite, but Black and White 2 took it. Just barely. Like, it's just barely my favorite over them. Malik, you alright? I love Pokemon X and Y as well. I do find, though, whenever I try to replay, I believe. I see. I love Gen 5. Like, a lot of the reason I like Gen 5 is that I can use Pokemon. Because I have a big thing. I actually just released a short about this, about Pokemon back sprites. And I just don't enjoy using Pokemon that have terrible back sprites, like Golem. Where you literally just see, like, the top rock in its hand. Like, it's such a lame back sprite. But in Generation 5, you always see the whole Pokemon. And they don't have the lame, lifeless, idle animation that the 3D models have. Even though some of the animations of, like, Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon are not the best. All good. I just usually don't see that energy from you. Gen 6, yeah. Isn't there like a Legends game coming out though? It's like Legends ZA or Z Alpha or whatever they're calling it. Come on, man, let's make it to Pikachu, then we can get some more boosted odds. On top of our already insanely boosted odds. Because Rattata, Spearow, and Ekans have all been the maximum odds we can have, which is 1 in 371. And then Pikachu. Pikachu's gonna be an interesting one. And then... Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Anyway. Both Nidorans we can find in the Safari Zone. Which the Safari Zone has boosted odds. I'm enjoying the stream. Yeah, I guess you're right. I should have said this late into a stream. As is more what I meant. Do-do-do. Anyway, back to the different stream game topic. I think what I'm gonna do, since my internet doesn't suck donkey dick anymore, and we'll actually be able to do the celebration stream this year during the actual anniversary. I think what I'll do is for the entire month of January, since January is pretty much a nothing month, I'll kind of do what I did, but I'll make it to where on the stream anniversary I will do a 24-hour stream, but for that entire month I'll just play like a bunch of different games. I really like. So that'll probably be when I do StarCraft, when I play, I'll probably play more FTL, Borderlands. Dude, it's more than a Static Shock upgrade. I'm very excited. It's the dumbest thing ever, but I'm very excited to see how quickly the VOD for today is going to upload. My guess it's gonna be like an hour, not an hour and a half. It's gonna be like 45 minutes. Do-do-do. At least with how quickly we got Spearow, we have the chance to get to a max chain for Ekans and also do some encounters at a max chain. Because I'm going to be done in about an hour and 10 minutes here. Actually, more like an hour 20. It is not my birthday, Dorito. Or is it? How you been, man? Been a minute since I've seen you in chat. Been great? That's good, man. Awesome to hear. Oh, it was sarcasm. You twisted my knee and you can't walk? Damn. You, like, pull a tendon or something? Do we have the right count? So this is Ekans 34 coming up, actually. Never pulled any muscle. Yeah, there's always a higher a higher set of pain. Because in summer of 2020, I sprained my ankle really, really bad. I didn't know you could sprain something that bad. Not saying it's anything similar to what you're experiencing, but I get the idea. Well, from my experience, definitely. Knee feels like it's gonna snap in half. Wow. That's crazy. You must have been doing something wild. It's not my birthday. Or is it? Oh my gosh, it's not my birthday. Or is it? I'm so excited to tell you guys that I'm 26 on September 1st. Your entire month is my birthday? See, I know I'm old, but I'm not that old. So I would be like 500 years old at this point. Whatever 25 times 31 is. I thought I was younger than you by a little bit. Ah, interesting. Okay, okay. Younger by a year? I feel like the Pokemon crowd is usually a bit of an older crowd. Bro, if mid-20s is old, what are you gonna be when you're 30? Like ancient? What are you gonna be when you're 50? Like in the grave 4 times over? I really do enjoy the sentiment that it's like your life ends when you turn 30. Because for me, I feel like my life's not even gonna get going until I turn 30. Because I've been spending all my 20s building everything to have like a successful 30s and beyond. "49 you turned to dust." Wow, 49 and not 50? How rude of Mother Nature to not have it be a nice number. You know, I don't know why that made me think of this, but I'm actually curious now that I wonder how many people, like, they know the 69 meme, but they don't know what 69ing actually is. I own 2 cars? I do not own 2 cars. I own a car. I was weirded out by that for a second, but then I remembered they were in the video. No, I have a car, and Haley has a car. It's true. It really is true. Even then, though... Hey, you're the one who made the assumption. It's really... I mean, for some folks, like it's for me, I didn't graduate college until 22. So I've only really been doing shit for 4 years. As of September 1st. I never plan on owning anything Sonic themed. I actually talked about earlier this stream how Sonic simultaneously is one of the most important and least important things in my life right now. Not really. Like the moment I click stop streaming, I barely think about it. Bro, if I'm Sonic, I don't know what people who have like 10, 100 times the subscriber counts I do. I don't know what they're like. You're allowed to trade in chat? You mean like ask somebody if they can trade with you? I don't care. Is that a rule in Pokemon streams? Yeah, true. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say the chat. Like, if the chat were speeding by, I'd probably say no. But, I mean, I got no problem with it. And cycle repeats. Checks out. If I was not creating Sonic content, I would probably... Like, I'd probably boot up 3 and Knuckles or PO6 at some point and then dip. Which is actually what I do now. Sometimes Generations, sometimes Shadow the Hedgehog for expert mode. I would definitely not be buying the new games, nor doing giveaways. $66. You're on 67. I have not. Well, I guess I have technically miscounted. Well, no, actually, I haven't miscounted Ekans at all here. Nice. Yo, 69 Ekans has gotta be the shiny, right? It's just gotta be. It's prophesized. Bum 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 ba bum. Ah. Oh well. We might not actually be able to do hunting. I always think it takes like half an hour to build a chain. I think it takes like an hour or 25 minutes or so. Or hour 15 to build a chain. Depending on the Pokemon cry. Ekans cry is pretty short though. Do-do-do. Really wish there were a stationary Ekans encounter. Correct. It would. I, in fact, am using Snorlax because it has the second shortest cry in the game. Well, that just sounds like an invitation, Mr. Chaos X 2006. Why would it end life as we know it? Because you guys are actually talking to each other? Hope you're doing well, man. I hope the work's been going good. I would assume, Kato, that your follow-up question would be, well, why aren't you doing that? It's because I can only own shiny Pokemon. I cannot own a non-shiny Pokemon. Which sucks, because if I could collect all the unknown and do the unknown side quest. And the unknown side quest would give me the ability to get 30 free shinies. However, since I cannot catch any unknown other than the I variant and the V variant, because those are the only two that can be shiny, I cannot complete that quest. Very sad. Actually, 31 free shinies. Bum 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 bum. Looks visible to me. You're probably saying something that's a blocked word. No, try again. Doesn't seem blocked. That'd be really funny if it was, though. Because this is a shiny Professor Oak's challenge. Because you can complete a standard Professor Oak's challenge in Crystal Clear. I could probably do that in like 1 8-hour stream. Actually, that's just totally untrue because the speed run's like 9 hours. Maybe like a week of streams I could do it. But I figured it wouldn't be that interesting since every Pokemon is easily available. So I thought throwing the shiny on top would be interesting. It made the routing at the beginning of this run very interesting to get maximum shiny odds. What starter to pick, what things to do. Bum 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 bum. A big sad about this challenge too is that in Crystal Clear, when you get 8 gym badges, you get 1.5 times EXP gain from every source. I mean, like, I can always use the lucky egg, but it's like, that's such a shame. Because of the EXP share. The Chinese? I assume you mean shinies. Probably not. I don't even have Pokemon Home. I stopped playing new Pokemon games at, like, Generation 7. The only Gen 8 game I've played is... The Sword and Shield... No, Let's Go came out first. I don't know if Let's Go is Generation 8. I guess Let's Go. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. I haven't even played Legends Arceus. Would be upset, but that's 2 DVs off because the attack DV was wrong there. Ekans 98? Ugh. One of these shinies has got to be number 98. Really? That is the first time I've heard a negative opinion about Legends Arceus. That's kind of crazy. Interesting perspective, though. No. I didn't put it on this one. Yeah, if you want, go for it. I appreciate it, Vilas. I think we're on Ekans 101. No, this will be Ekans 100, but that's fine. I'll just delay the count. You can do movie 3 spoilers. I mean, you already pinned it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Whoops. I just said I don't need to count it, and then I counted it. Yeah, with the movie, it's a little bit different since there's... I mean, I'd rather not know, but also, that's actually 2 DVs off as well. Can't be 4. Yeah, like there's not like full scenes of the movie or something. Yeah, I don't know. I think by the time we make it to 250, stream will be done. Because we started chaining this... Gosh, I don't actually know. I should really look to see. I think I'll do that with this VOD. See when I start chaining and how long it takes to get to a 250 chain, so I don't have to keep guessing. I keep forgetting how long it takes. What's up, Surisma? How you doing? I mean, if they are doing the more Sonic Adventure 2 shit, then... That's hilarious. That was at least structured like the old games? Oh, interesting. Because I thought folks didn't like Sword and Shield. Because Pokemon, in fact, had a rough transition to 3D. I liked it? Interesting. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Man, dude, I am so hoping for the shiny three-peat here. For the grand return of shiny Professor Oak, since we didn't do any last week. Damn, big Arceus hate. That's crazy. Most Pokemon games, at least of all the Pokemon games I've played, Pokemon is like so hard to get into until about the second gym badge in almost every game. The only exception I would say to that is Black and White 2, just because there's so many Pokemon early on. Or it's just like the battles take a while because everything's like a 3 or 4 shot and you have very limited options. Like, it's definitely a game that gets way easier the farther you get into it, just because you have more options and you start 2-shotting or 1-shotting. Alright, see you, Violus. Good luck on the homework. Do 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 do. Start with Soul Silver? I mean, I don't know about starting with Soul Silver. That's like a lot. Plus, it's got Gen 4 battle system, so it's really slow. Oops. I don't actually know. I think I was behind a count anyway, so doesn't matter. We'll see. This Ekin should give me a reroll. If I'm counting correctly. I just realized that the ghost types are going to be kind of annoying. Okay, it didn't give me a reroll. I mean, every Pokemon game is good for a beginner. Like, Pokemon is just a very easy series. Shadow Gen is Sonic X Shadow Generations. The new Sonic game coming out. New. This is Ekans 125. Alright, well I can start. So 545 is when I got to halfway on the chain, so I can just start counting from here. Assuming we don't find a shiny before the chain maxes. This is... Whoops. That was Ekans 126. $127. And this is Ekans 128. I would say the Pokemon X isn't too easy if it's like your first Pokemon game, because you're using whatever you collect. And I think starting with a Pokemon game that has the Gen 6 and beyond EXP share is a good thing to do. Because I think that having the EXP share the way it is in the current games is a really nice thing. It encourages a lot more experimentation, because you don't have to sit there and just train the fuck out of a Pokemon if you want to use a new one on your team. But Pokemon's also one of those series where it's so long running and so popular that you just like, generally a lot of times if you've played a lot of Pokemon games, the Pokemon that become your favorites are ones that are actually good and ones that actually win battles. So you just kind of end up using the same Pokemon over and over and over again in every game. And that's why I think, like, Pokemon challenges are good when they come in, like, doing Nuzlocke and stuff. Hey, well, there you go, man. There are always exceptions. Yeah, Gen 3 Legends are really cool. I'm a big fan of Kyogre. Well, hey, if that's how you enjoy the game, go for it. It's probably a nice, fresh experience for you. It's up there. I still would definitely say Black and White 2 are probably my favorite. But Crystal Clear is definitely like a Pokemon veteran's definitive experience. Black and White 2 is extremely good. I would say the only like problems I have with Black and White 2 in terms of a first Pokemon game is you're probably gonna run into some experience problems where your Pokemon will be underleveled. And specifically, Black and White 2 have a wide diversity of Pokemon at the beginning of the game. So, because you don't have the Gen 6 and beyond EXP share, your experience might be spread out across many different Pokemon. Funnily enough, though, in my most recent Black and White 2 playthrough, I used Lucario, and I actually evolved it into Lucario before I fought Sharon. By increasing its happiness from walking, which is a terrible idea, and I don't recommend doing it. It takes like 2 hours. Black and White 2, or Black and White and Black and White 2 do have systems that make EXP grinding really easy, but for a first-timer, it's not intuitive. Or immediately obvious, I should say. And it all depends on how you play the game, right? Like, if you just grab your starter and just go. I don't know if any of the Gen 5 starters you could just win the game with any of them. Maybe Samurott. It could be. Definitely Gen 1 feels that way, because the spike between Giovanni and the Elite Four is pretty damn high. Yeah, I get that. I thought that for Gen 1, because I played Red, and then I played Yellow, and then I was like, oh man, I gotta play Pokemon Blue. Because, like, Yellow was a little bit different. Hey, Leaf Green, let's go. I used to have Leaf Green, then I found out that Growlithe was only in Fire Red, so I sold Leaf Green and bought Fire Red. Because I love Growlithe and Arcanine. Come on, where's that Ekans? Spiro gave me the injection. Ekans is coming soon, I'm sure. I feel like Grimer might be a Rock Smash Pokemon, I'm not sure. I hope it is. Because I don't actually know. I basically assume that any rock or any fire and any water type I'll be able to find with Rock Smash. I mean, Generation 5 is the one that makes the most sense, because yes, Black and White 2 exist, but they were made on the same hardware. But, I don't know. Bum 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 bum. Getting a critical hit when you're that higher level above is way overkill. I have no idea. Maybe. I haven't talked about it yet because I was going to talk about it September 1st, but Wednesday, September 11th, I will be streaming for 9 hours. It's either 9 hours or 10 hours. I'm going to be streaming Sage. It's a Sonic Amateur Games Expo. I'm just going to pick a bunch of games and play them. And then September 29th, I'm doing a Sonic Marathon event that's hosted by a guy named AF Wagers. Yeah, I said it specifically to avoid that. And I know chat's gonna make those jokes because they think they're so funny. Unfortunate day timing, but it was the day I was available. But yeah, those will be pretty fun. I'm at 165. Tekken's 165. Bum 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 bum. No, I get it. Oh yeah, that's right, you are a vet. Thanks for your service, dude. It could have been funny, just bad context. Context is almost more important than delivery when it comes to jokes. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Bum. But yeah, no worries. Ah, I see what you did there. I chuckled in my head, I swear. Ba-dum. Come on, Ekans. Where you at? I believe Snorlax is supposed to be based on a cat. Has got the cat ears. It's a e-girl. Except my Snorlax is male, so. I have no idea, Kato. I guess they get a lot of money or something from sponsoring events like that. I remember, what was it, for X and Y, for the 20th or the 25th anniversary of Pokemon, they did a thing where every single month you got a card for mythical Pokemons. There was one GameStop dude where just for funsies, I asked for, like, I think it was the Arceus month, and I was like, can I just have 10 of those cards? And he was like, sure, I don't give a shit. And he just gave me 10 Arceus cards. This is so good. I bet they're probably in a drawer in one of my dressers at home, too. Or my parents' house, I guess. Bum-ba-dum. It looks like 25 to 80. It looks like we do 55 encounters every 15 minutes. Maybe? I don't know. I'll give it an official count when we get to 250. Bum 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 ba 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 ba. Welcome back, Cosmic. There was a question I was gonna ask you, but I forgot. I mean, we got Spearow in 140, I think. So, yeah, it was a fast one. I'm really hoping we get Ekans today. I don't think it's happening. Oh! So, the odd egg. We gotta chat about the odd egg. So, I read online that it's a 1% chance to get shiny Pichu. I know that you recommended to not hunt for a specific shiny Pokemon from the odd egg. Is that because it's not actually a 1% chance? Because grinding for shiny Pichu from the odd egg sounds like much better odds than sweet sending for it in the power plant. Bottom. Or is it kind of a thing where I could do 3 Pichu encounters in the time it would take for me to check the odd egg? I would say Snorlax is going to have a shit ton of stat EXP, but because of the soft resetting, he won't. By the end of all this. $200's the one? Okay. The Believer. Right, but Cleffa's Rock Smash. Cleffa's Rock Smash. I'm pretty sure Magby is Rock Smash. Elekid is static. Tyrogue is static. Smoochum could also make the argument for a shiny Smoochum as well over Pichu. I think Smoochum has a higher encounter rate, though. I don't know if Igglybuff's Rock Smash. I don't think it is. So Pichu, Igglybuff, or Smoochum would basically be what I'm looking for. Or Pichu or Igglybuff. I don't know. I'll look at the baby Pokemon. Look at the encounter rates and see. Because in terms of doing chaining, static encounters are the fastest way. So, I definitely want to optimize. It's gonna suck resetting the egg over like a shiny Elekid or something, but I know in my heart that it's the better solution. Just because, like, I'm guaranteed the encounter happens faster because there's not the text box. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm pretty sure. It feels faster anyway. And it may be like minutely faster, but over the course of a bajillion encounters. Definitely when it's like something like Snorlax or Celebi or something that you have the quality of life save beforehand, it definitely feels faster because you don't have to press anything other than soft reset. What are you talking about, Anup? Moonfall and Diablo 2? Those are two different things, brother. Alright, here we go. Is Malik right? Nope. Time to turn in your Stelmo badge. It's over. Yeah, it's simpler on the old noggin. I would be shocked if SRAM chaining is slower. Probably, it's not much slower when it comes to Pokemon with high encounter rates like Ekans here, but for the 1% encounters, not having the guaranteed. Because what of it, I think with Sweet Scent, it's kind of like 10% or less. You're more likely to find other encounters. At least in my experience, it's like when a Pokemon has a 10% encounter rate or less, you find other Pokemon. Fairly often. Like probably 1 in every 15 encounters. Whereas I imagine with Ekans with a 50% chance, it's like so astronomically low to find a different Pokemon. Do-do-do-do-do. Find Kadabra here? That is crazy. Oh, I did think about that. For Abra, I'm gonna have to make sure I use Lovely Kiss first, and hopefully Lovely Kiss hits. Task does? That makes sense. Wait, is there a catch-em-all task? Shiny rate in this game, so it's a little complicated. But without using any of the mechanics to increase the shiny rate, it's a 1 in 8,192. With how I'm doing it, for Ekans, when we hit 250 encounters, we will have a 1 in 371. Yeah, but it still has the chance to use teleport. Or when it gets a second move, does it always use the second move if it's shiny? Only every 300? I'm not sure what you mean. If you're familiar with the Generation 4 Poke-Radar, you can think of chaining kind of like the Poke-Radar. Except instead of chaining 40 Pokemon, we have to chain 250. Since it's not actual Poke-Radar mechanics. For the 1 in 371, yes, but every single Pokemon we encounter has a chance to be shiny. No, the rate changes gradually as we increase the chain. With the systems I have used, our shiny chance at base will be a 1 in 5,000 something. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to look at the chart again. But it's because I did something. Because the shiny... To explain it very briefly, is that Crystal Clear has a system called rerolls, where when you encounter a Pokemon, the game gives it a chance to reroll the stats. The more rerolls you have, the higher chance you have for a shiny. So the 1 in 371 I'm talking about is when you have 14 rerolls. Or, sorry, not 14, 12 rerolls. But because of something I did at the beginning of this run, I always have 2 extra rerolls. Yep, no 200. $250 it is. Hey, you never know. I'm really, really hoping. I think we're going to be able to get to 300 encounters this stream on Ekans. So I'm really hoping we get the shiny to get the 3-peat and then do the odd egg the start of the next stream. Yes, in Pokemon Crystal Clear, I'm using Sweet Scent. There's a storm? Well, I hope you stay safe. Stay safe if it's severe. If not, enjoy. I love storms. Alright, good luck. Bum 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 bum. There's thunder and rain. Is there also lightning? Are you in danger with the water rising? There you go. I did it for all the Sonic fans. I did the thing. The car needs it. I agree, vegan. My car is super dirty. How you doing today? Hey, focus on the road, Cosmic. What are you doing? Get off of Twitch. Alright, this should give me a +1. I did not count correctly. Where am I at? Oh, 228. Nice. Backseated the whole time? Yep, sounds about right. My parents learn to shut the hell up when I'm driving. Unless I do something incredibly reckless, which I don't do. It's also hilarious to me because as my dad's gotten older, he's gotten more and more insane with his driving. Which I guess is why. Maybe there should be a maximum driving age. Like at 70, it's time to get off the road, Gramps. Bum 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 bum. Among Us. Deliberately doing something reckless? I mean, it also depends on what you define as reckless. Like, I've definitely, like, made some stuff, like, sus, lane merges and stuff before. I'm definitely not, like, whipping the car around. I definitely drive more like a grandma than I do like a 25 or 26-year-old man. Carry myself with high responsibility? Eh. I may carry myself that way, but who knows if I actually do. I have to drive aggressively. Ah, so maybe you're in Chicago. When I visited Chicago, I saw a friend from college, and she was, like, driving like a crazy woman. And what was hilarious to me is she kept, like, road raging other people. And I was like, no one in our entire drive has done anything unreasonable. And she was just driving, like, insane. It was so funny. I'm still alive, so all is well, but it was really funny. Alright, now I get to see how long it takes. So at 5:45, we were halfway on the chain. So, 15, 30. So it looks like it takes 45 minutes. Assuming that I don't encounter a Pokemon that I am not chaining. Like if something else shows up. It looks like it takes 45 minutes to build a chain. So, I guess I was right. I'm just ignorant to how long 45 minutes really is. I hope it's cheap gas. I think, well, we'll see how fast it goes. I'm either going to get to 300 encounters or end at around 640. In about 20 minutes. No vegan, because the chain counter is saved in SRAM. So it's independent of the actual save file of the game, so anytime I run out of PP, I reset. So Subscribe will not get to level 43. However, when we have to chain for Chansey, it's a possibility. Just have to remember to catch Chansey in a friend ball to get there. I also thought Ekans was like way later in the Pokédex, but it's actually number 23. Which is weird, because Pikachu shows up, like, way earlier in Viridian Forest than when you encounter Ekans after Mount Moon. Oh, was that 250? It had to be, right? That's max chain. Oh, so 620, 545. 45, 55, 05, 15. 35 minutes? Really? Well, I am an idiot. That's from half. So it takes an hour and 10 minutes to build a chain. Because I am very smart and know how to math. I was counting from half. All right. Time to blitz through some encounters here. We do have to pay out the doubters. There's the doubters. I think we can get to 300 before the stream ends, so we'll do shiny before 300. Hold on, I accidentally made this prediction 10 minutes. Shiny before 300. And we'll make this a 2-minute predict, so get your predictions in. 329 a gallon? God damn. So it takes an hour and 10 minutes to build a chain. That's fair. Oh, Super Saiyan Ekans. Well, it takes approximately an hour and 10 minutes because it also depends on how many max DV Ekans we get. Put it directly toward the next predict. Put it in, put it in. Where are my doubters at? Oh, SRAM chaining's also probably faster because you don't have to sit through the intro animation. And especially for me, because I have a shiny Snorlax. No doubters? Everyone believes before 300? That is wild. It is such a low chance. Like, 1 in 371 is great in comparison to normal shiny odds, but that's still like 1/3 of a percentage. It's actually almost 1/4% chance. And it only goes for every encounter be above 250. Let's go gambling. That's what I like to hear. Only with fake money, though. Oh, now we're cooking. If only actually building the chain was this fast. Come on, Ekans. I know you're out there. And I know you're number 297. That's my prediction. Ba-dum. I got my Lucky Bonzo shirt on. We're getting 3 shinies this stream. It's happening. I am willing it into existence. At Ekans 297. Yo, nice. Let's go, vegan. Well, you also play differently when it's fake money, too. Very true. Come on, Ekans. I believe. I believe it's out there. Not 2 shinies this stream. 3 shinies. 3 shinies at our maximum odds right now. Things are about to get so much nicer mathematically for the next several mons. Because I'm pretty sure Sandshrew is Rock Smash as well. I actually don't know if I'm pretty sure Nidoran male and female are right after Pikachu. Sandshrew might actually be right after Pikachu, but there's no doubt in my mind that Sandshrew is a Rock Smash mon. I would be shocked if it wasn't. Like probably Union Cave or something like that. Believe and you shall achieve. Sound like that guy from the Zack and Cody episode. That's okay, Dr. Bosun. Bum ba-dum ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum ba-dum ba-dum. Super Saiyan Snorlax! Unfortunately, we won't see a Super Saiyan Snorlax. Of course I remember it. There's an emote for it. What a day that was. The day that Haley finally broke. Truly. Oh, we're almost there. 297's the shiny. So. It's got the Stelmo guarantee. Come on, baby. Wow, you got a binary. A binary Ekans here. Non-binary Ekans here. All right, see you, Kito. I'm going to be ending pretty soon, so I'll see you tomorrow. I'll be live with Sonic P06 tomorrow. Oh, guess we're defeating this one. I'm just building tension. This is the shiny right here. Ugh. It's a Super Saiyan, so not all is lost. Turns out the stumble guarantee isn't very good. This is inclusive, by the way. So we got 2 more Ekans. All right, 1 more Ekans to go. For the believers. Oh! All right, that took 10 minutes to get from 250 to 350. So we're gonna do a blitz to 350 encounters. So I'm gonna run a quick 1 minute prediction before 350. Get your points in. Get your points in right now. You got 1 minute. Oh, whatever. If it appears during the prediction, it won't count, obviously. Put in your money. Put in your money. 350. Oh, I know there are folks around here that have way more points than that. Come on. Put it all in. I dig the 350 for 350, though. That's funny. Oh, no. 350 versus 350. Oh, 350 to 400. Malik's still believing. The man. You only got 115K? Dude, put it all in. Wait, is the prediction over? I would love 115K just in the pot. Come on, Ekans. Before 350, let's go. 330 going to be our shiny Ekans. Bum ba dum ba da na. Yes, I'm manually increasing the counter. If there was a way to hook Crystal Clear to an encounter, that'd be so great. Elmo guaranteeing it's like a broken sign. That'd be funny. It's annoying, but it's definitely worth it. It's fun to keep track. I mean, besides, I've basically been doing this whole stream with one hand, so... I've used my other hand for things. The other hand doing? Currently, just over here. You're home? Good. Glad you made it home, man. Oh, I mean, it's 2 DVs off. Actually, I think it's more than that. 5 in, yep. It could be playing PO6, Twitch versus PO6 right now. Dun 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 dun. Come on. Let's get a shiny 3 in a day. Like the chill mood of non-PO6. Yeah, I mean, I've really enjoyed probably other than day 2. Day 2 I feel like was pretty rough for me. I think I was just in a bad headspace that day. But every other Pokemon stream has been really fun for me. I enjoy the PO6 streams too. I mean, I just love streaming. But I guess I also went into this with the expectation that I knew that not many people were going to watch. But it's also... I'm streaming this, like, literally just because it's something that I'm doing. Because in the end, this is all for the YouTube video. Because the YouTube video on this is going to be a fucking banger. Even if it's going to be like a year from now. Yeah, you don't want to upset Jill. Oh, new internet is crazy good. It's extremely stable. Things upload crazy fast. These VODs of the Shiny Professor Oak on my old internet took about 3 hours to upload. But I'm very curious to see how quickly... Taco Tuesday, let's go. Shout out Taco Bell. Now I kind of want some Taco Bell. Fuck. Almost 100% and nice, dude. Oh, I said 330 was the shiny guaranteed, right? Whoops. No fiber? Dude, there was no fiber for the last 2 years. I feel you there. What's up, lamb chops? Tuna. Yes. Yeah, Marvel Spider-Man's super fun. Or Spider-Man PS4 or whatever. Got it for 20 bucks, Game of the Year edition. Which is why you always wait for games. But isn't the new box like 10 bucks? See, I'm definitely a cravings menu. It used to be the dollar menu, but that wasn't sustainable anymore. Honestly, at this point, I just get crunchy tacos. I liked the 3 cheese pita flatbread for a while. You paid 7? Nice. All right, here we go. 8 more. Come on. We're gonna get it very early on in the next stream if we don't get it in this one. I have a feeling. A good stream today. I had a blast. I hope everyone who's here hanging out with me, either in chat or lurking, had a blast as well. Been fun. I definitely was worried that I wasn't going to talk a lot on these streams, but I seem to be rather chatty no matter what, which I guess is a good thing. Yeah, that would be cool. Is the second game good? Yeah, averaging about 2 shinies a stream. And I imagine certain times, because the nice thing is that we're going to have to catch 5 Eevee, but we only have to chain for Eevee once. So, like, it won't be nearly as bad. And then similarly, we'll only have to chain for Tyrogue once and only have to chain for Poliwag once and stuff. Whoops, I think I accidentally reset the game instead of hitting the... Yes. All right, one more for the road. I think I accidentally hit this twice, so I think this is Ekans 350. So, one more. And shiny Ekans. Oh. Alrighty, folks, that is going to be it from me today. I really hope you enjoyed the stream as much as I did. I had an absolute blast doing some shiny hunting today. Next time we're doing this is on Thursday, where we're going to start with shiny Ekans, and then we're going to do some funky stuff for Pikachu. Well, Pichu, technically. And tomorrow I'm going to be playing some Sonic Project 06. Maybe some Shadow Story to go on the theming with the Sonic movie. But if you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.